first like to take the opportunity to welcome everyone here tonight and thank you for joining us for the swearing-in ceremony for Police Chief Tim Fagan. Before I go any further, I do want to introduce a couple people that are with us tonight. Our former Mayor, Tom Schneider, is with us. Mayor, thank you. Thank you for showing up. And our newly elected judge, Mary Elizabeth Dorsey. Thank you for being with us tonight. And then what I'd like to invite President of the Council, Jeff Caputa, to come up and introduce the council and say a few words. Jeff?
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, on behalf of the City Council, I would like to congratulate Chief Tim Fagan. It's going to be an honor to work for him or with him. I know the City Council has got 100% behind of support for the police for the City of Florissant. We got 100% confidence in him. We got a confidence in his command staff. And I think we're heading in the right direction, as we always were. Now we're just keeping that path. Police Department, you guys do a hell of a job. Congratulations. You know, every day. And I know you're in good hands with the chief and your command staff. I would like to introduce the council that's here. I have Vice President Timmy Jones from Ward 2. Ward 5, I have Keith Shuldroff. Ward 6, I have Gerard Henke. Ward 7, Jackie Pagano. Ward 9, Tommy Siam. So welcome tonight. This is a good occasion, special occasion for the City of Florissant, and thank you very much. And Tim, congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff introduced obviously the police department is here in large numbers. I also want to introduce the Florissant Valley Fire Protection District guys are here tonight. They're standing in the back. Thank you guys for coming this evening. I think as you all know that how dear to my heart the Florissant Police Department and especially this community means not only to me but to my entire family. At a very young age, my parents instilled in me this sense of public service and giving back to the community. That is why I'm proud to follow my father's footsteps, in first being the Chief of Police and now as the Mayor. As you all know, I was born and raised in the city of Florissant and have worked my way through the ranks of the police department and being named the police chief in 2013. I come from a very proud family that has been involved in public service for a very long time. As the chief, I know that what it takes to find solutions, navigate the complicated governmental agencies, and to get things done. I will take that same approach as your mayor. My very first thing that I did in office is I knew the importance for the integrity and the morale of the Florissant Police Department to identify leadership within the department and make the promotions accordingly. It became very clear to me during this process that the obvious choice for the police chief was Tim Fagan. Tim, congratulations once again. And I'd be remiss not to mention the fact that I also appointed a new Assistant Chief of Police, Major Randy Bowden. If you please stand for him to be recognized. I've known Chief Fagan for 30 years, and over the years we've built a strong personal and professional relationship. We have shared the same innovative ideas and philosophies regarding our beliefs on how we think the best practices and proactive approaches for this community and what needs to continue to be needed to keep this community safe for all of our residents and visitors to this beautiful city. And I would be a little remiss if I wouldn't mention that Tim and I believe he's only been on the department 25 years. I mentioned I knew him for 30 years. The first 5 years of me knowing Tim was the fights at the Cross Keys McDonald's as police officers that we had to call Sean, his brother, to come and get him out of trouble. I mean, so Tim kept us very busy in the many early years of my career here at the Florissant Police Department, which was 30 years, but I got to know Tim very well early before Tim was even a police officer. Tim Fagan was born and raised in the St. Louis County area. In his last position as major, he overseen the operations of the 3 major divisions within the department: the Bureau of Field Operations, Bureau of Support Services, and the Bureau of Investigations. Chief Fagan began his law enforcement career in 1993, working for both the Village of Belle Noor and the City of Delwood. In 1994, he began his career with the Florissant Police Department, holding early positions as police officer and in the Special Operations Unit. In 1996, he was assigned a position in the Bureau of Investigations, where he worked in 2002 when he was promoted to the rank of sergeant. As a sergeant, he was assigned to the Bureau of Field Operations, Special Operations, and the Bureau of Investigations. In 2011, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant, where he became initially assigned to the Special Operations Unit and then later commander of the Bureau of Investigations. In 2012, he was promoted to the rank of captain and continued as the captain and commander of the Bureau of Investigations. In 2014, he became the commander of the Bureau of Field Operations. In 2015, I'm proud to say that I promoted him to the position of major, where he served as the Assistant Chief of Police. Chief Fagan holds an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He graduated from the polygraph school and is a certified polygraph examiner. Chief Fagan is a member of the International Association of Chiefs of Police, the Missouri Police Chiefs Association, the Law Enforcement Officials of Greater St. Louis, the American Association of Police Polygraphists, and the American Polygraph Association. Chief Fagan also serves as a North Regional Director for the International Homicide Investigators Association, and he is the Deputy Commander with the Greater St. Louis Major Case Squad. Believe me, today, as I stand here, I have all the confidence that Chief Fagan and his command staff will continue the tradition of leadership that I've made so important and which has made our police department excel in Florissant, and I believe that we have one of the nation's finest police departments. Ladies and gentlemen, I present at this time to you the Chief of Police of the City of Florissant, Colonel Tim Fagan. And I would also ask his brother, Sean Fagan, to step forward. Sean is going to swear Tim in and read him the oath of office.
Where are we going? Right here?
Yep. You want to raise your right hand? Do you, Tim Fagan, solemnly swear that you possess all the qualifications for your position as Chief of Police,
I do.
as prescribed by the Charter of the City of Florissant? Will you support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
I will.
and the charters and ordinances of the City of Florissant?
I will.
And you will faithfully perform the duties of your office?
I will.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you. Well, that was the easy part. Let me start by saying how overwhelmed I am at the amount of people that came here tonight to support me and take part in what is a very important day for me and my entire family. So thank you all. There's so many people that I want to thank this evening and acknowledge, but I think it's only appropriate that I start with Mayor Lowery. I'm going to start first by congratulating the mayor once again on his election and his victory and becoming the next mayor of the city of Florissant. So if we could please give him a round of applause. Mayor, I know that I speak for the entire police department when I say that we are so excited to have you in the mayor's office, and we cannot wait to see all the great things that you're going to do for the city. On a personal level, I also cannot thank the mayor enough for having the confidence in me to appoint me as the next chief of police of the Florissant Police Department. I believe the Florissant Police Department is not only the finest police department in the entire state of Missouri, but certainly one of the finest in the entire country. A lot of that reputation and a lot of that leadership started and continued with Chief Lowery. To say I'm honored would be an understatement. This is not a task that I take lightly. And this is also not a task that is easy. I'm replacing someone that took this department to new heights. Chief Lowery was a respected leader in law enforcement, not only in the St. Louis area, but throughout the region and frankly throughout the country. To say I have big shoes to fill would be an understatement. I recently told a few people that are close to me that when the mayor chose to appoint me as the next chief of police, that I felt a sense of relief and a weight lifted off of my shoulders. You see, I've worked very hard for a long time, always striving for excellence in my career, with the hope of someday reaching this goal of becoming the police chief. I was happy and relieved to finally have reached that goal. However, as I left the mayor's office, that sense of relief quickly subsided, and I felt the weight of the world quickly drop back on top of me. I was reminded at that point in time that this position comes with a great deal of responsibility. Responsibility to the men and women of the Florissant Police Department and to the 52,000+ residents that call this great city home. I want to assure each and every member of the department, as well as every single resident, that I am up for that challenge and that I will make each and every one of you proud. I will work very hard to make sure that we remain the finest police department in the state of Missouri. We will continue to work closely with our residents and our business partners, our fire department, and all those that have a vested interest in this community to ensure that everyone always feels safe and secure. I assure you that we will continue to strive for excellence every single day. With that goal in mind, I think it's only appropriate that I introduce some important members of the police department. I want to start again by echoing the mayor's comments and introducing and congratulating Major Randy Bowden on his recent promotion to the Assistant Chief of Police position. So please help me congratulate him one more time. Randy was promoted with me last Thursday to that position. I've worked with Randy throughout my entire career. He was my first partner in the Detective Bureau many years ago, and we have worked closely ever since that time. I consider him not only a good friend, and I can also think of no one better to be the Assistant Chief and to help lead this department in the right direction. In addition to the Assistant Chief, I have both the Bureau Commanders of the Police Department that are here this evening. Captain Vince Godfrey is in charge of the Bureau of Field Operations. In that position, he oversees the entire uniform division. I have also worked with Vince throughout my entire career, starting with the very first day that I was employed at the department. I also consider him a friend and admire his excellent leadership abilities and look forward to working with him. Vince Godfrey. Lieutenant Dennis Dehart is also here. He is the Bureau of Investigations Commander. In that position, he oversees all criminal investigations working within the department. Dennis and I have worked together for a long time as well through many facets of his career. Does an outstanding job in the Bureau of Investigations, and again, I consider him a friend and look forward to working with him in his current position as well. So, Lieutenant Dennis Dehart. We have many members of the police department that are here, some other members of the command staff. We have Lieutenant Jeff Peters, Lieutenant Scott Sachs, Lieutenant Ed Sharp, and Lieutenant Rick Pfaff. All of these lieutenants are in charge of individual squads on the uniform division. These are the men that are responsible for the day-to-day patrol operations, and they're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They all have outstanding leadership abilities. I look forward to working with each and every one of them, as they are all excellent leaders. As a side note, Rick Pfaff and I grew up next to each other in the city of Delwood. Some of the issues that the mayor spoke about earlier, I would like to tell you that Rick Pfaff was present for all of those. And I'm sure over the last couple of days, Rick has asked himself a few times exactly how did this happen. There are several sergeants present this evening and countless patrolmen and detectives. In the interest of time, I will not name them individually, but I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the men and women that make this city work and make this police department operate. They are the reason that the Florissant Police Department is one of the finest police departments in the entire country. They are out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, doing the difficult job that being a police officer is. Without them, I would not be standing in front of you today, and make no mistake, without them, we would not have the department that we do today. The leadership of the department is able to do the work that they do because of the work that all of you do. Thank you for what you do, and please know that I will always support you in every way that I possibly can, and my door will always be open to you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for everything that you do. We have several civilian members of the department that are here tonight as well. These are the people behind the scenes that make the operation go. We have dispatchers, we have clerical staff, we have administrative assistants. These are the unsung heroes, so to speak. These are the individuals that aren't out in the public eye, that don't usually go to the events, that don't usually go to the festivals. Yet these are the people that without them, the police department would not be able to function. I want to give some special acknowledgement to Kathy Mansker and to Darlene Trent, who over the last week or so have done an outstanding job at helping me transition from the major's office to the chief's office. I certainly appreciate their support and wanted to acknowledge them. So I've saved a lot of the personal acknowledgments till the end. I tend to struggle in this area a little bit. I come from a big family. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother. I want to point out that each and every one of them, with the exception of 1, is older than I am. So my sister Carrie is here. Carrie, thank you for being here. My brother Sean, who you've already met and have been introduced to, is here. His wife Karen was unable to be here this evening. My sister Mary and her husband Randy are here. My sister Bridget is here. Her husband Mike was not able to come. And my youngest sister, and quite frankly the biggest pain in the ass of the family, Maggie, is here as well. Her husband Chris was not able to attend this evening. Maggie is also a dispatcher with the Florissant Police Department and actually does an outstanding job, although growing up with her was a difficult task. I want to take a brief moment I did so well up until this point. Take a brief moment to acknowledge my nephew, Craig Fagan. I acknowledge him at this point in time because I've always considered Craig to be my little brother. So it is only fitting that I talk about him at this time. We lost Craig a few years ago, but I know he's looking down and he is happy right now. Honestly, I believe he's probably wishing that I would have received this promotion several years ago, as he could have used the help on numerous occasions, but I did want to acknowledge him. I do want to give a special thank you to my brother Sean for taking part in the ceremony today. I've always looked up to my brother. He is the reason that I am a police officer today. Without his inspiration and help, I would not be in the position that I am today. I have many aunts and uncles that are here, cousins, nieces, nephews. I'm grateful for each and every one of you coming today and taking the time to be here. I would like to give special acknowledgement to a couple. My Uncle Dick Kellett is here. My Uncle Dick is a very important person to me. I would not be standing in front of you without his help, I assure you. Uncle Dick, thank you for your help, your guidance, and more importantly, your friendship. My Aunt Joan is also here. So my mom passed away a couple of years ago, and my Aunt Joan stepped in at that time and really took over in more ways than one. So, Aunt Joan, I appreciate you, and more importantly, the police department appreciates the treats that you and Sister Joan bring to the station on a rare occasion. So, thank you both for being here as well. It's the worst time in the world to have allergies. I apologize. I would like to acknowledge Kim Fagan is here. Kim and I were married for a very long time, and we remain very close friends today. It would be impossible for me to be here today without the support I had from her early in my career. So thank you for everything that you did and for your continued support. I want to thank my longtime girlfriend, Amy Bowler, for being here with many members of her family. Thank you for your support that you give me every day and for your patience when very often this career becomes extremely demanding. And my children. Kyle Fagan is here. Kyle is a computer engineer at Boeing and recently got engaged. His fiancée, Rachel, is unable to be here this evening, but we're certainly looking forward to her becoming part of the family. My beautiful daughter, Alyssa, is here as well. Alyssa is attending Southeast Missouri State University, where she is studying animal science. I honestly could not be more proud of these two. They are outstanding children, they are outstanding human beings, and they make me proud every single day. So I love you both very much. Thank you for being here. Last but not least, my parents. As great as tonight is, it is a little bittersweet to me because my mom and dad are unable to attend. My mom passed away in 2014. and we lost my dad in August of last year. I know they are both looking down and are so proud at this moment. My dad and I spent many nights talking about the possibility of becoming chief. We knew at that point that the then chief, Chief Lowery, was going to run for mayor, and certainly we knew that I would be in contention for that position. He was excited about the possibilities, and I am sorry that he is not here, but I know that he is looking down and he is proud of me. So after a very long speech, I really do want to thank everyone for being here this evening. This is an honor of a lifetime. I am so grateful for the opportunity. I will work very hard every single day to make sure the city of Florissant remains the amazing place that it is today. I will make the mayor proud of the choice that he made, and the police department will remain one of the finest in the country. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you taking your time this evening to be here, and I hope you guys have a good evening.